Okay, after you put your 4 screws in, these are for this is one of the bottom drawers, okay, because you got 3 big drawers and 2 small ones. This is one of the 3 big drawers. Once you get the things in like this, I found it easier to do like this. Line this up with your other piece here, and you know, I'm doing it by myself, so bear with me. And make sure when you do it, everything's like at the edge. Then pick it up and guide it in this way on your little things. Okay, and then just let it slide right down. Make sure your little piece goes inside there, and you'll see it from up here on the side like this, okay? Then this piece I seen easier to just slide it in this way. Make sure it gets onto your line. These are the small little bracket things. And what you have to do, you're going to need 1 on each side. Okay. And we're going to turn it this way. So I put it right in there. And it fits. Use a flat head for this one. Shoot, that was my flat head. Turn it to the right, and you'll feel it stop, and it locks. Now, to show you how easy this is, the plastic ones are already there. I'm going to turn it around so I can show you how easy they pop into place here. And hold it on the other side as you pop it in, you know, just to get your angle right. And hold it with your finger and just give a little tap, just to get it in there. Okay? Now, I think if you make sure you're holding it like this, if you're like me, putting it together by yourself. And just turn it around and tap a little bit on this side so you get you a nice even thing. But put your fingers there and just kind of hold it so everything snugly goes together. Okay, this is the medium-sized drawer. I want to mention, when you're hammering these in, and before you hammer these in, put both sides of these in and lock them in place, and make sure all the while you're doing this, this bottom piece stays in those grooves. So when you get up to this and you start hammering these, make sure you have it on its side where you could watch on the inside, and you put the pressure down as you're hammering so it's not bouncing, because as it bounces, it could cause these to come out of the grooves on the inside. And these are not going to come out without damaging this, and you're going to find yourself having to make new holes. So to save you from damaging your thing, you know, what I did was put it on some carpet, you know, that's cushioned a little bit, but not too much. And then I hammered these two in halfway, flipped it around, and did the same thing, and making sure this stayed in the grooves all along. I want to mention something real quick. Pull these out before you put your drawer in. Take your drawer. I got one of the bottoms, and you're going to have to give a little push to the side so it fits in the grooves, okay? On both sides, okay? Now, what I would do is push it in all the way. Okay, you can screw it in while it's in there, but it's better if you kind of bring it back out. But what you might find is the metal may not come back out as you pull it. So if it doesn't, just put your hand back here and push it so you get the metal here. So you can put the screw in here, and that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, I got the drawer in. I already said push it all the way in and then pull it out, then to put your little screws in there, which line up and go on each side like so. Okay, just put them in there. And you're going to screw them into your metal bar that I'm going to show you in a second is basically on the side like this. Okay? A quick tip. Make sure when you're screwing this in, don't screw it so tight that it breaks the wood, but screw it tight enough to where it's good and snug on both sides. Because, look, it's just enough to grip this. And that's your rolling mechanism. I got another tip here for you. If you run into one of these screws that you're putting in after you put the drawer, you push the drawer all the way in and pull it out. And if it seems like one of your screws don't want to catch into the metal part on the side, what I recommend, I just had that problem with this one. Shut your drawer all the way and give it a good little push, not hard, just then as you pull it back out, being that if you already have one that's secured in, it'll pull it back out evenly. Try it again. If it does it, push it back in, give it a little ump, and try tighten it while it's inside there if you can. If not, just keep going back and forth till the screw takes. I don't know what the reason was, but I had it lined up really good and it just would not take until I kept doing that. After about 6 tries, it worked. So that's a little tip. Okay, last tip. I am now done, but I wanted to give you a thing. This came with, I got 4 of these. 2 of these, but there's 4 round things. And what it is, you take one of these, they're self-adhesive, and you put it on the corner here. And then you take the other one and you put it on the corner back here. And that's for, if you're going to use, there's the top to it. I have another one of these. I'm going to put it together now, and that's the top. So this goes on there, on these corners. And then here's the other one. I actually got an extra one in there. But I'm not so sure that's what I'm going to do just yet. So, because they also have other things you can put here and put that on top, which I might do. Okay, here's another tip. This is the bag that all the parts came in. I recommend, because I had some extra pieces in the Allen wrench left over, what I recommend until you're done, because if you see, I got even some Michael stuff over there to put together. I have all that to put together, and I have 3 more boxes downstairs of stuff to put together. So if you're like me, putting 1 or 2 or more together, take your instructions, put leftover pieces in the bag, just till you're done, open your drawer, and put it in there until you're done so you don't confuse anything, or who knows, you may need these pieces on something else.